We also will be streaming live on YouTube channel. So I see a lot of new folks joining in. So I'm Rasha Khan. I'm your host for today's webinar, and we will be starting the session now. So if we have just joined, please don't worry. We are just doing a quick round of introductions on the chat here. So please do introduce yourselves. Let us know where are you joining us from. So yeah, we will be covering the free career trends topic today, how 2024 cybersecurity attacks are opening cybersecurity jobs for you. And in addition to that, we'll be covering the IIIT Bangalore's program in cybersecurity. So moving on to a few ground rules we have for here for the session, which you will have to follow to have a good experience. So the first one here is you'll have any questions you have for our speaker, you will have to put it down in the Q&A box. And that is where our expert speaker Gaurav Sharma will be taking questions from. On the chat, if you put down questions, the possibility is we actually might miss it. So please do that for us because we would love to address all of your queries. And the session is being recorded. I think I saw a question about the recording. In case you miss anything, in case you want to go through the recording of the session once again, you can expect a follow-up email from us with the recording link to view. And also for the webinar certificate for attending this webinar. For that, in the end, the session is 60 minutes long. So once the session ends, you will get a pop-up by Zoom which says post-webinar survey. There you will have to request a proof of attendance for the webinar. You will have to enter your full name in the post-webinar survey. So we will need that data in order to send you the webinar certificate. So yeah, these are quick and easy ground rules. In case you have just joined now or in case you have missed anything, I will nudge about them on the chart as well and also towards the end. So please don't worry. And also, let's quickly start with today's agenda of the session. So the first and the most important agenda of today's session is about you, how we can help you out better in your career. And the second agenda of today's session is the free career trends topic, how 2024's cyber attacks are opening cyber jobs for you. And then we will move on to the introduction of the triple IIT Cybersecurity Advanced Executive Program, what exactly the program offers, what exactly the learning paths looks like, what are the tools which are covered in the program, and learner outcomes as well, how exactly this program helps you get job ready. And yeah, we have some few interesting LMI stories also to share with you. So, and yeah, based on the interest you share towards enrollment into this program, we will quickly take you to the enrollment steps. And the last and the most important agenda of the session, the Q&A. So as I mentioned earlier, so in case you have any questions for our speaker, you can put down your questions in the Q&A box, and we will try to address it during the session if the time allows, if the speaker has time. In case not, just have a little patience, we will address it towards the end. So thank you so much for joining. I see a lot of new folks are still joining in. So in case you have just joined right now, we are just getting started. And this program is powered by Simplilearn, world's #1 online bootcamp. We have been in the digital skills training space for more than a decade now, and we are very proud. We have transformed lives by empowering people via these digital skills. And today, the skill we are going to talk about is cybersecurity. So, as I mentioned earlier, the first and the most important agenda is to getting to know a little bit about you. So, let's start with a quick poll. So, as I can see, there are so many introductions on the chart here. Let's get to know how many years of experience do you currently have. When I talk about experience, I am talking about work experience. So, I'm just quickly launching this poll on Zoom. Folks who have joined us on Zoom can go and vote for the poll, which is live right now, with 4 quick options, and you can choose the one most suitable to you. And for folks who are watching us live on our YouTube channel, you can let us know on the chat, your experience on the chat there. Shweta is asking, recordings will be available post-webinar. Yes, I have just mentioned that in case you miss anything, in case you want to go through the recording of the session once again, you can expect that over mail from us. So it will be shared to you after the webinar is done in few hours. So yeah. Awesome. I see most of you have started responding to the poll here. Let's give it 10 seconds more. I see few responses coming on the chat as well. I see Savyas says that I hope that is your name. I'm just taking it from email ID. Please correct me. 10 plus years of non-technical experience and wishing to do a career change, upskilling for 9 months. Interesting. And I see Prerna shares here 8 years, but banking in risk retail. Ankita says 3 plus years. Uh, okay. Okay, Shailesh Vyas. Okay, thank you for letting me know your name. And last 5 seconds for the poll here, folks. I see most of you have responded for the poll here. So last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me quickly end the poll and also share the results with you folks. Let's see. What have you voted for? I see 45% of the votes for currently studying, 30% of the votes for more than 5 years. Interesting. Both experience and pressures here. And also 21% of the votes for 0 to 3 years and 3% for 3 to 5 years. And I see a lot of responses on the YouTube live chat box. I see Saima has responded more than 5 years. Herbert has responded currently learning. And Fernando has responded 3 to 5 years. And Durga currently studying. And yeah, a lot more responses there as well. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Now we'll be moving on to our speaker and expert introduction, Gaurav Sharma. A very good evening, Gaurav. Would like to quickly introduce Gaurav here. So Gaurav is a cybersecurity consultant and a corporate trainer with a decade of experience, and he has masters and bachelors in computer science. His expertise include threat hunting, ethical hacking, penetration testing, and network security. And highlights here, he has basically gotten best cybersecurity instructor for 2024 and global training and workshops at top institutions. Also bug bounty recognition as well. Achievements here include OSCP, CH Security Plus Certified Excellence in Offensive Security and Cybersecurity. Gaurav, as I always say, whenever I introduce you, that yeah, this slide does not cover the amount of skills and experience you have. I'm pretty sure the audience here would love to know it from you as well.
No problem. I believe that my voice is loud and clear. Rasha, can you please confirm?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, so let's quickly, I believe, thank you so much. You have talked about a lot, right? With over 15 years of experience in the cybersecurity field team, I have had the privileges of witnessing firsthand rapid evaluation of your cyber threats and the challenges they pose to individuals, businesses, societies at large, right? Throughout my career, like I have been dedicated myself towards understanding of cybersecurity, the criticality of the cybersecurity, the effective defense strategies, and lot many of the other things, right? So, like when I started on that particular time, cybersecurity was not that much fancy, right? But nowadays, as the attacks and cyber security attacks threats are increasing, and the people are actually you can say coming online and doing their work online, so it made it fancy, and then of course very important as well, right? So yeah, so here am I, and we will be going to talk about lot many things over here, right? Thank you so much, Rasha.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, for introductions. Yes, we do have an interesting session lined up for them today. And who better to hear it from, you, Gaurav.
Yeah.
So today's topic, how 24 cybersecurity attacks are opening cybersecurity jobs for you. So starting with the major ransomware attacks which have happened in the industry this year.
Right, so can you just go to the back slide,
Sure,
Rasha?
sure.
Yeah. So, guys, as this question comes always into our mind, like how the 2024 cybersecurity attacks are opening the cybersecurity jobs, like whether it is opening the cybersecurity jobs or attacking jobs, right? So there is like the difference between ethical and unethical always, and lot many people are nowadays. I have seen that they started knowing about the hacking, the security, but they also don't know the platforms, like how basically they can actually learn on to that one, and if they are in the other jobs as well, so how basically they can use these knowledge to their jobs, and then how they can change their career path, right? So that is basically actually happening right now in the world, right? The cybersecurity jobs are totally depending upon the work which will be increasing in the market, as in a online based. If I see after the COVID-19, we have seen a lot team, like all the businesses and all the small businesses, large businesses, they are coming live, right? They are creating their websites and all. So I am very sure, and it's the stats and the fact as well. More than 60% of the increment was there. If I just talk about the job profiles related to the other job profiles in the IT world, we will be having some other facts as well, like how the different countries have that particular job roles and all, like whether we talk about India, whether we talk about UK, Germany, we talk about US and all the other countries as well, right? So it's way and way always increasing. And right now, if I'm not wrong, and I'm very honest in that one, that we were not thinking this kind of approach towards cybersecurity in 2024. We were expecting it in 2028, but it came because of the COVID-19, and it is right now the you can say most important thing we have to talk about. So we can go to the next slide, and then we will be able to see the different facts and figure what we be basically actually approaching these kind of things into the world, right? So like we have the major ransomware attack. So you might across come like every day with the different kinds of attacks. Like, okay, so I'm just yesterday I'm just scrolling the Instagram, and then I got to know, okay, so there was another attack happened to one of the US firm, which is working in the municipal corporation kind of, and they got charged with some of the ransomware, right? Recently with the India, in a last month, there was the biggest you can say medical institution, which is named as AIMS, got attacked with the cyber attack, right? Some of the attacks you can see in front of your screen as well, like your children hospital systems offline, ransomware, and they demanded $3.6 million on that one, right? California Union, Lockbit ransomware, large theft of data, and when they didn't pay the amount, they have made that particular information available freely for the hackers. So that's how basically the scammers and the hackers get this idea, and then they try to disrupt our businesses. Hyundai Motor Europe, Black Bass was the basically one of the attack which tries to encrypt every possible files inside your system. Not only just encrypt team, not only just encrypt, it also provides, you can say, it is also sending these, you can say, files to the attackers, and it was around 3 TB data which got stolen from there. Romanian hospital, that is 100 hospital offline due to the ransomware, 3.5 BTC demanded and all, right? So these things, you can say, basically over here happened. And there was one question when these happened recently, give some timeline. So basically the timeline, I'm providing it to you, like the recent attacks, like the attacks what we have written over here, these are like from past, you can say 2 to 3 months, right? And okay, 3.5 Bitcoins. No, it's a $3.6 million. Or yeah, so the demanded in Romanian, yeah, of course, 3 point BTC is your Bitcoins, right? Because of course, you know that they do not want to deal with your, you can say bank, so that they can get caught. So mostly the attacker use these kind of, you can say transaction systems only, right? Okay, so let's move back into the next one. What we have, the significant data breaches. Guys, first of all, let me just tell you that how basically data breaches happen, right? And then I will tell you that how basically these things, like as a security expert, a cyber security expert can work in these things, right? If I talk about the Cloudflare, if I talk about the Hewlett Packard, which is your HPE, right? You can say we have Verizon, we have Bank of America, right? So all these organizations, they have our data, right? So because why they have our data? Because we want to use the services from the Cloudflare, right? Cloudflare is the biggest organization who provide the DOS and DDoS kind of security. If I'm not wrong, lot many people, those who are more than 5 years of experience over here, they might be knowing about that one. Like the Cloudflare works on denial of services, right? So lot many of the organization have that particular thing in their mind, right? They have to secure this, and then they are working in Cloudflare, and Cloudflare got a data breach. Then what they can do, right? So basically, we provide our information, we follow the terms and conditions, and then post that we will see that how basically these different you can say data breaches happen, and these information like the PII information, personal identifiable information, your you can say your you can say personal information, your office kind of information, your organization information, and all the different information will be breached from these organization. So yes, so this is the case, right? Then we will be going into the next one, where we will be going to understand the cyber attacks. I told you the first what basically and how much ransomware got attacked, right? How much was the money? Because of the money, there was the breaches, they asked the money, and now the notable cyber attacks, right? There were lot many of the cyber attacks, like gaming platforms nowadays. And nowadays, guys, if I'm not wrong, recently I was going with one of the research, and where they have actually mentioned the top priority right now, attackers are attacking on health industry. Try to think that if the health industries are going to be targeted, so what can be the disaster we have to look for? Because we have to prepare for the disaster recovery, right? We have to work on you can say lot many of the different you can say sectors where we can provide the security to it. That's the reason, guys, we have lot many of the standards, we have lot many of the frameworks, we do have you can say guidelines, which we need to make it sure. And that is the reason the jobs are actually getting increased, because the area of work, which we call it as the BCP, business continuity plan, right? And that is also growing, and that is also working. And with that particular thing, that these kind of attacks like attack verizons, right? T-Mobile attacks, right? And the plugin attacks, 14 years old CMS editor exploited, how basically it got exploited, affecting global education and government sites. The sites got unreachable, the data got theft, they got breached, and then the information goes to the board member. Now, try to understand in that particular thing that when these kind of attacker or these kind of a cyber security attacks are there. So I believe that in everyday life as well, we also goes through lot many of the scam calls. Yes or no, team? Let me see in the chat box. Yes or no? Like in a daily life, we also goes through like lot many of the scammers. These scammers call us with a different way of you can say interest, right? They will be asking for your pins, they will be asking for you, yes, okay, there is the you can say the games. And you know what, how they basically create these kind of a cyber attacks? They basically target your information. Suppose that Shweta is there in a panel, right? Shweta likes to cook food, and she likes to buy a lot many things, right? In the cooking and all. So they will target in that area only. So you will be getting offers related to that, right? So how we can tackle that one, right? How basically you can help the organization, not only just the organizations, you can also help, you can say individual as well, that how basically you can get secure. Okay, a quick question to the participants in the panel. Guys, how many of you think that out of 10, you just rate yourself how much secure you are? Out of 10, guys, everyone, out of 10, you just have to rate yourself that how much secure you are. 0, 0, 4, 3, 6, 7. I like the people, those who have good confidence to type 0. So guys, what we are doing, we should go and then try something, right? So, okay, so let me quickly give you quick things. So I just need to have the access to share the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Just
Okay,
sharing my screen.
so there is like, I will be going on to one of that one, like how secure is my password, or you can say that one, like let me suppose that one, I'm just going into that particular website. How secure is my password? Let me just give you the ground reality. Suppose that, you know, lot many times my name is Gaurav, right? and I used to have my password as Gaurav123. So if I have Gaurav123, and if it will be there, it will be cracked in next 42 minutes by the computer system. And guys, I'm not talking about the chat GPT, AI and ML. I'm just talking about the normal calculation, normal computer system. If I talk about AI, if I talk about ML, how they basically creating that one, that is the totally different agenda. Like, how the attackers are nowadays attacking into that one. So let me just give you that. What they do is, suppose that, hello team, my name is Gaurav, right? Gaurav Sharma. And my email is Gaurav at the rate, suppose, gmail.com. Of course, it is not mine, right? How can I assist you? Okay. So I need to create password for me, 8 letters. 8 letters. I can just give 8 letters. And I need around 100 passwords. 100 passwords. So ChatGPT and AI also helps me to see and create the passwords. Now see, so what it is doing is it is getting my personal information, whatever the email and the username, whatever I have given, whether I like to go out or somewhere else, that is a different, right? I can do check that one and I will be having the list. So basically attackers do these things as well nowadays. Not only just they are depending upon the technology, they are you can say using the technology in a fully manner. Agreed or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? So if you want to give and create your password quickly, guys, yes or no? Agree or not? Agree or not? Sheikh is saying that my password is taking 600 million years. Now, Sheikh, your password can be cracked very easily because you typed your password in that website. You got fished. Okay, so this was not the criteria, but remember the website you are going on security.org. Please do not type your own password over here because I am also not managing this website. There is the organization, security organization, which is managing that one, but you cannot trust. We have to follow the zero trust. So what you can do is you can check that how many numbers in your password, how many letters in your password, and how many of the other things in your password. Now, see, I'm giving you an example that lot many times you have seen that whenever you are creating your Google account, Google gives you the password, right? Do you want to see that how secure it is? Just giving that one Google security, this one, and see 15 billion years because they are not using any kind of a logic. So it's totally depending upon your permutations and combinations, how basically write it. So what is my advice on that one, guys? My advice is, okay, a quick question, guys. In my college days, like decade and all, so I used to have my password. So can I tell everyone that what was my password? Yes. Those
Yes.
people who will type no, then only I will type the password. Quick, tricky. Everyone have to type no
Don't tell.
so that I can type the password. Quick, quick. Yes. Yes, so everybody is typing no. So I will tell you the password then because see, if you are insisting me so much, so I will be telling you. So my password was asterisk. I'm just writing it over here and then I'll just reuse it. Asterisk, I, asterisk, don't, asterisk, no, asterisk, my asterisk password. That is the password I basically you guys, and this is actually not the story. This is the truth. And I basically I never remember my password. So I have created. I don't know my password. And do you want to check that what is the security of this password? 16 sextillion years for that one. So basically, what is the trick behind that one? Never use passwords. Always use pass phrases with some combination of your numbers or some of the like sometime you can write open the door. So open the door is a kind of a statement phrase, right? You have taken it from some of the phrase and then you are using some of the numbers and something. So it will be more, you can say, difficult to track that particular down, right? So this was one of the them. right? So you can share the screen again, Rasha.
Sure. Yeah.
There was one question, are passwords manager available in the Play Store? So yes, the password managers in the Play Stores like authenticators, they are also secure because they are providing the authentication, but it is always, remember, the password managers, I cannot guarantee because there is zero trust. I have never used it. But yes, for a multi-factor things, I use my password, and multi-factoring, I'm using the authenticator, so that I'm using two. So if sometime, like suppose I'm ordering something from Zomato or any other, you can say the app, so that password is breached, but my OTP or some multi-factors will not be there, right? So that is the, you can say, main part of it. Then we can go into the next part. Okay. Next is emerging threats and malwares. Guys, nowadays malware is also become as a services, right? So earlier we used to have a infrastructure as a services, password as a services, sorry, your platform as a services, right? So nowadays we do have malware as a services, right? Lot many of the antiviruses, organizations, companies do build the malwares as well, so that they can be secure for the future. But these malwares creations, attackers also create the malwares and all, right? So the new malware discoveries are also there. Rust doors, Mac OS malware, stealers. There was a name I was just talking about in the session today. That is named as under APT 29. APT 29. And APT 29 is for, you can say, the attackers, if you know, right? From It's a Russian organization, right? So they have created lot many of them, like Polar Bear, right? Polar Bear, these kind of a groups they have created for that one, right? Vulnerability patches, critical flaws are there, like whether in a Docker's, Linux bootloader, right? So all these things, they can be having the vulnerabilities. We always think that when we switch on the system, Windows will have the, you can say, the patches or the vulnerabilities. But it can be on a bootloader as well. It can be on a net BIOS. It can be on any other part. So it is very important for us to scan these things and then work over there, right? So basically, the particular person who will do work in cyber, they have to understand why these things will be there, right? So then we can go to the next one. Cybersecurity jobs in a market, we have talked about. The growth accelerating over here is, the growth accelerating from here is past 190 billion US dollars in 2023, and it is around reaching 250, because right now we just have given the last 2024, you can say, the revenue, what it can has been increased, and over years it has increasing more than 10%. And market volume for 2027, it will be 262. And I believe the way we are going with the ML, the way we are going with the AI, it's going to touch the 300 and post that as well, right? Going forward, impact of major 2024 cyber attacks on cyber jobs. The most impacted, we have given it over here, right? Healthcare sectors, your financial sectors, your government sectors. Why the government sector? The government sector are least bothered about providing the money, but the attackers knows that the organization who are working in health, they can easily give you the money because they do not want to lose their defamations or something, right? They do not want to lose the reputations what they have. Financial sectors, they do have the banking area. Uh if suppose that there is attack happen to a finance company, right, and they are asking $5 million or $10 million, right? If you are not providing them, and they gave that particular information in the world and outside, and there will be a lot many of the defamations, and because of the defamation they will be lost more than 100 millions, might be possible, right? So that is the reason these are the areas like the health and finance sector they target most, so that there the chances are more to provide that particular money, right? But yeah, for the attackers, so same, if it is for the attackers, same goes for your cyber jobs. If attackers are attacking them most, so mostly the cyber jobs will land into these particular domains, which is your healthcare sectors and your finance sectors, and then post your government sectors. Then we have incident response specialist. These are some of the roles amplified by the recent attacks. Threat intelligence analyst, forensic analyst, compliance and insurance, auditors are also there, right? Cybersecurity experts are there, ethical hackers are there, penetration testings are there, testings are there, static testings are there, dynamic static testings are there, application penetration testings are there. Recently, I have worked with one of the project team, and that is working in IoT and IT, which is Internet of Things. There, the cybersecurity plays a demanding role, right? Increased from the attacks, different attack vectors and all, right? So these cybersecurity roles are going to amplify. And if you are working in cybersecurity, and if you are not working in cybersecurity, find your way. Going into the next, you can say the next skill set. What is the important thing we can work on? Uh, Mostly, lot many time people ask this question. I believe that someone will be here as well asking the question that, sir, I am from non-technical background. How can I reach to this level, right? So this is the common question. You have to work on skill set, guys, over here. If you're non-technical still, you need to understand the malwares, you need to understand the technical impacts, you need to understand the software's secure development. And yes, in order to manage all these things, you need some kind of a communication level where you will be doing local communication, global communications, and all. And certification, which can help you because I'm already CISSP, CSAM certified, Security Plus certified, CH certified, OSCP certified, and lot many of the other certifications. So I can tell you guys, this certification actually helps you to build the confidence that the work you can work in cyber domain. So yeah, so these are some of the skill sets for the higher demand. The more you get into that one, the more you will get.
Thank you
Going
so much, Gaurav, for taking us to the topic. Now that we're here and we can clearly see that you have a lot of interest and curiosity about cybersecurity. And I see a lot of interesting questions rolling into the Q&A box here. We'll be addressing your questions shortly. But before that, we would love to know what exactly is stopping you from becoming a cybersecurity expert. So, so these are the multiple options you can choose from. I have just launched this poll. So the first option here is I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. Second one, I find it difficult to learn from recorded videos. And the third one, I wouldn't get the practical exposure I need to become job ready. And the last one, my work schedule won't allow me enough time for learning. So this one is a multiple choice poll. You can select multiple options because there can be multiple concerns or challenges you might be facing, right? And also, I see a lot of you are experienced professionals as well who have joined us. So in case these options do not cover your concern or challenges, the Q&A box is open for you. You can go and put down your put down your questions in the Q&A box. We have already started getting a lot of questions in the Q&A box, which we'll be addressing in the Q&A part of the session. I see one response here on the chat. Aditya says there's no professional curriculum. Correct. Let's give it 10 seconds more. I see a lot of you folks have already started responding. And we have gotten a very active YouTube chat box as well. I see few responses there as well while Gaurav was talking. So you can also let us know on the chat in case you have any questions, folks who have joined us live on our YouTube channel. Please put down your questions in the YouTube live chat box and we will address them shortly. So, yeah. Awesome. Last 5 seconds for the poll here, folks. So what is stopping you from becoming a cybersecurity expert? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me end the poll and also share the results with you folks. Let's see, what have you voted for? So 50% of the votes are for I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. And 46% of the votes are for I wouldn't get the practical exposure I need to become job ready. And 29% of the votes are for I find it difficult to learn from recorded videos. And Yeah, I see 25% of the votes are my work schedule won't allow me enough time for learning. That makes sense, seeing 70% of the folks who have joined us are working professionals. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. And I see a lot more new interesting questions coming up in the Q&A box. But before that, let me just quickly introduce you to the IIIT Bangalore's Advanced Executive Program in Cybersecurity. So this program comes with the industry-aligned learning path. We'll be talking more about the learning path in detail in the upcoming slides. And also, I think we got a lot of words for, for the practical experience parts that a program cannot provide you that practical experience. So we will be talking about how we have case studies and projects that will help you showcase that practical experience. And also, you get access to live virtual classrooms. So it is a combination of self-learning and recorded videos. How does it look like? We will showcase that to you in the learning environment of the program. And also, this program duration is of 6 months. So you can just give it 5 to 10 hours per week for completing the program. And moving on to the next slide, talking about the triple IIT advantage. I think we all know the International Institute of Information Technology, Bangalore. And it was established in 1998. It is celebrating its 25th year. And also it is focused on IT education and research, entrepreneurship and innovation. And it has partnerships with a lot of corporate sectors. I see a few questions coming in on the chat here. Great questions. Please go and put it down in the Q&A box for our expert speaker, Gaurav Sharma, because we actually might miss your questions here. And I see a lot of good questions here. Q&A box will be right beside the chat box. You can easily find it. Also, I see a few questions that, I come from this background. I have no experience. Can I take up this particular program? So let me just quickly share the eligibility criteria with you here for taking up the program. So you need to have a bachelor's degree with 50% or higher marks. You need to have a minimum 1 year of work experience and also basic understanding of programming concepts. Also, let's move on talking about how this program by IIIT Bangalore prepares you, starting with the learning path of the program. So, Gaurav, can you quickly take us through how exactly this program builds the learner's cybersecurity skills step by step, starting with the orientation session for advanced executive program, and then moving on to the learning path.
Yes. So basically, guys, whenever you will be going to enroll onto that one, you will be starting with your orientation session, where you will be going to work on lot many of the different executive programs, like what is your infrastructure security, what is your applications, what is your web application security, what is your ransomware, how basically these ransomware will work, how basically you can do the analysis on that one, what is your ethical hacking, what is your vulnerability assessment, penetration testing. You will be closely working on your vulnerability assessment and penetration testing, because that is also one of the huge percentage job available in the market for VAPTs. And then top of that one, once you will be completing all the learning goals, you will be having your electives, you will be having your internships, where you will be working on a real life kind of scenarios, right? You will be going to have the master classes with IITB. You will be going to have AI master classes, I believe, right? Cloud security, CCSPs, and security governance frameworks will be there, so that you can get all the helps. I believe that Rasha will and me will be walking through the, you can say, the portal, like how you will be
Yeah.
able to see them.
Yeah, exactly. And the electives here are optional. They come as a part of the program, so you don't have to pay anything extra for that. Moving on to the next slide, talking about the most important cybersecurity tools in demand, tools and platforms we have in this program. So, Gaurav, as you can see, there are so many tools which are covered in the program. But maybe you can shed some light on the most important tools for someone who wants to become a cybersecurity expert and how exactly this program helps with.
Sorry, I believe that now I'm audible.
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Okay. So guys, whenever you are going to work under this particular, you can say, cybersecurity program, you will be undergoing Kali Linux. I believe that lot many people who have worked on cybersecurity, they might be knowing that one. Burp Suite, Ubuntu, WebGoat, Nmap, Metasploit, coming from Rapid7, right? Nessus for vulnerability assessment tool, OpenVS for vulnerability assessment tool, right? A lot many of the other postmans as well, secure coding. You will learn the lot many of the, you can say, practical based, where the steps will be there, so that you will be able to work on these tools seamlessly. And then whenever you work in your real time environment, right, in your real jobs and all, so you'll be getting not any kind of a difficulties on that one.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, for sharing, your details on the tools here. Moving on to the next slide. The virtual internship we have for and basically learners here, where you can showcase it to your future employers. So, what exactly is a virtual internship? It requires the learner to be able to build solutions to mimic real life business scenarios, and you get to work on a lot of case studies and projects through this program. And the projects involve, I think Gaurav has already mentioned, around real world data sets with virtual tools for hands-on learning. And the progress are rigorous in nature and take almost a month to complete. So yeah, and talking about the global leaders we have as program advisors, Professor V. Sridhar here, who's the faculty in charge of continuing professional education. He has taught many institutions across the world and has been a member of Government of Indian Committees on Telecom and IT, and also Professor Srinivas Vivek. He's the assistant professor who currently holds the Infosys Foundation Career Development Chair professorship, and is also a DST Inspire faculty fellow. And Professor Chandrasekhar Ramanathan, who's the professor in Dean Academics, who basically has an extensive application software development experience with spanning over 10 years in large multinational organizations. So these global advisors from IIIT Bangalore, which shows that Simplilearn is delivering as per standards of IIIT Bangalore. And moving on to the companies which are hiring for cybersecurity roles. So TCS, EY, Wipro, Deloitte, Accenture, PwC being one of the examples here, who basically are hiring for a role here. Let me just stop sharing my basically slide and go and show you what is the demand here for cybersecurity professionals. Like, let me just quickly show you the real demand of jobs and numbers here. So I've just gone to dice.com. This is a global platform for jobs here. Just an example. So what is the demand? I've talked a lot about demands here. Let's see. What does it show? I'm searching for cybersecurity job roles. Let's quickly see what is the demand here. As you can see, there are these many 4,000 plus jobs. This is a global, mostly based in US. And you will see these demands here for a full-time, part-time cybersecurity specialist, security control, and staff cybersecurity, and cybersecurity risk analyst, senior cybersecurity analyst. There are a lot of companies apart. I've just shared a few of the companies here, but there are thousands of other companies which are hiring globally. And also, let's quickly check India as well. So what is happening in India? Real-time data here of the job demand, which we have claimed is increasing year by year. And there are so many cybersecurity unfulfilled jobs here. So let me just search for cybersecurity and let's see what it shows. What is the demand in India? So you can see there are 5,000 plus cybersecurity jobs here. And there's internship, there's a research associate, there's analyst. And as you can see here, PwC is hiring a cybersecurity analyst. So yeah, these are basically a lot of jobs you will find in India as well. So these are just few of the examples. I'm just showing you few of the numbers here. Now quickly moving on to the slide back. So Simplilearn also provides job assist services. So for Indian candidates, we have this in partnerships with IIM Jobs, where you get access to a job portal with a wide employee network. You also get the IIM Pro Jobs membership of 6 months for free. Also, we do have a verified job search where you not only can approach basically these future employers, but also get a spotlight as well. So that will definitely help you showcase your profile and highlight your profile in IIM Jobs portal through this pro membership. Also, before you even go and apply for these jobs, once you're done with the program, we also provide resume review and rewrite services where you get assigned an SME writer who basically collaborates with you on the kind of skill set or job role you're applying for. And it basically takes, typically 1 to 2 weeks with few rounds of revision as well. And then based on that, you also get to prepare for the interview session. So in interview as well, you also similarly get assigned an SME who basically helps you practicing for the interview for a particular job role you are applying for. And yeah, there is continuous feedback in that process as well. Now moving on to the certificates you'll be getting from this program. So the IIITB Cybersecurity Program Certificate. So this is from International Institute of Information Technology, Bangalore. And you can see it is basically to the person learner here. And this is for the Advanced Executive Program in Cybersecurity. So you can see the accreditations here. You can see from the director of IIIT, the registrar, SR Sridhar, and yeah, the dean as well. So you can see all the details here in the program. I also will be sharing the link towards the program as well. So you can check out all the details we have covered. You can download the syllabus from there as well. So, and also the NPCI Cybersecurity Virtual Internship Certificate, which we have already talked about in the learning part. So this is how exactly it looks like. And this is basically for the Cybersecurity Virtual Internship. So you can see it is accredited by NPCI and you can see all the details here. So this is the official certificate you'll be getting from the program. Now, moving on to the learning environment of the program. So let me just quickly share the learning environment of the program. So this is basically the learning environment of the program. So once you take up this course and you get LMS access, the learning environment access from Simplilearn, where you get to access all the courses here, the learning path which we have talked about already in detail. You can see the induction starts here, and there is a basically balanced learning of live classes and self-learning. I'll just quickly go to this one of the learning paths here and how exactly it looks like. I'll just quickly show that to you. So yeah, this is the learning path, and basically you can see currently there are live classes which are already filled, so you will not be able to access this here. I cannot able to show you there. But yeah, so this is the learning path, and the live classes can be basically accessed here, the available classes based on the flexibility we have for basically professionals as well who are already working. And you can see all the classes you have basically subscribed for here, all the classes you have attended here. And also there is an assessment tab as well. Basically, you can complete those assessment here. You can basically check out here the practice labs, which you can see also can be accessed here. You can just start the labs and basically the labs will automatically end after 8 hours. Also, the certificate here can be unlocked, but in order to basically unlock the certificate which you have shown you, will have to complete the program. So yeah, this is one of the examples of the learning path. Basically all the things which we have already covered, ethical hacking and we wrapped ransomware and malware analysis and application and web application security, enterprise and infrastructure security. So yeah, these are the learning paths. And once you're done with the learning paths, you can also access the electives. Electives which we have already shown, the master classes by IIIT Bangalore. And you can see other electives which are optional again, the generative AI masterclass for cybersecurity. So they come as a part of the program and we do not charge anything extra for that. And also you can see here the help section here, which is accessible 24/7. So yeah, this is just to sum it up. Basically, these are the basically how the learning environment of the program looks like. You can also basically track your progress through the learning environment, how you're doing. And also, just to summarize all the things we have discussed, what exactly are we getting from this program, the hands-on learning projects, 8+ projects you can work on, the master classes with IIIT Bangalore and NPCI experts, and also NPCI cybersecurity virtual internship, and also Simplilearn's job versus career service. Now, let me just quickly also share the program page details with you as well. Let me just go to Simplilearn. Search for IIIT Bangalore. Yeah, this is the one. I'll share this link with you once I'm done. So we can see we have this in collaboration with MPCI, we just covered. So this is the program page. You can I'll just quickly browse through it. And so these are the key features. We have already covered a lot of these details already. And these are certificates you'll be getting. You can basically go and check out the skills which are covered. We have covered the tools which are covered basically. And yeah, the projects which are there in the virtual internship. You can see a day in the life of a security analyst, malware analyst, network consultant, and penetration tester. So these are the virtual internships you can choose from. And the global leaders here, again, like the career support we provide, you can go and download the brochure from here. So after the webinar, you can go basically to this page and go and download the brochure, basically the syllabus if you want to go through it in detail. So yeah, that was the program page link. I'll share it with you. So moving on to the learner outcomes. So interestingly, the success stories of learners here, they come from diverse organizations and industries. So Chaitanya here says that the PGP program and advanced executive program in cybersecurity course helped him with Simplilearn, to acquire skills and knowledge uh, in cybersecurity. And also the primary reason for upskilling, himself was to upgrade himself with the current technological and tool advancements. And the course definitely fulfilled that cause. Bhupati here, Dr. Bhupati shares that his upskilling journey with Simplilearn was incredible, and he really liked the advanced executive program in cybersecurity with IIIT Bangalore for its flexible learning options for both live and recorded lectures, and the concepts were very well explained. Akash Raymond here basically shares that he had an incredible learning experience with Simplilearn, and the course helped him boost his career. The company promoted him from cybersecurity analyst level 1 to cybersecurity analyst level 2 with a 40% salary hike. And then there are thousands more for this IIIT program. Why not hear it from the learners themselves? So I have two stories out of thousands, which I'll just share it with you. So I'll just play these stories for you. So you can also hear it from them also, how was their experience. So let me just quickly play. So before playing, I just want to check, like, is it audible to you? Like when I'm going to play, just reply.
Know the subject well. Advanced
You can
executive
just reply
program in
yes or no if it's
cybersecurity
audible
has
to you.
not only helped me become better in what I do.
Okay, awesome. Let me just play it for you. Okay.
But has also paved the way.
Let me play it from the start.
When
So I
you're
have
in
two more
audit,
stories,
asking
and
the
then
right questions
we
will
will
lead
go
to right
towards the Q&A
answers.
part.
That will happen only if you know the subject well. Advanced executive program in cybersecurity has not only helped me become better in what I do, but has also paved the way to take on senior management roles with ease. Hey, I'm Achyut Venkatesan, and I live in Chennai with my wife and two kids. I am currently working with Standard Chartered Bank as Senior Audit Manager. I've been a member of Cybersecurity Audit Team at my company for past 2 years. My role demands me to manage and deal with auditees on a daily basis. I've been with FinTech for the past 19 years, and things have changed drastically over the years. There has been so much of advancement in the way we use technology to conduct cybersecurity audits. So one needs to keep learning. So I thought, why not a course in cybersecurity? I came across Simplilearn course on cybersecurity in association with IIIT Bangalore. So I decided to take it. I've been able to manage auditees better by asking them the right set of questions because now I know certain things. I'm able to highlight issues with auditees in front of senior management and take steps to solve them. I have to make and present reports to various senior stakeholders within information and cybersecurity services, including the CISO at my company. And I think I can do it in a much better way now. I have found that confidence in myself. I'm touching the senior management roles, and the certification will really help me there. Simplilearn also provided an opportunity to do an internship with NPCI towards the end. The Simplilearn team is very cooperative. They actually postponed some classes due to COVID-19. A lot of platforms don't do that. I would like to say thanks to my family, especially my wife, who was a pillar of support to me. I spend my time with my kids. Before you ask other questions, ask yourself, how can I become better? I always do. I think upskilling is the answer.
Well, upskilling is definitely the answer. Now, let me just quickly share with you another interesting story with a 40% salary hike. Let's hear it from Akash himself. So, yeah. So this is one of the learner stories.
I started working in Wipro right after my graduation in 2019. I joined there as a cybersecurity analyst. Just like every other work, I face new challenges every day. And then I realized I might need some professional help and certification to improve my knowledge. And then I came across advanced executive program in cybersecurity from IIIT Bangalore. This certification has helped me through my skills, and trust me, my confidence has grown over time. And the salary hike of 40% was just like a cherry on the top. Hi, my name is Akashs Raymond. I live in Delhi. I work as a cybersecurity analyst and part-time weightlifting coach. And as a part of my responsibility, my work was to check for any suspicious activity on my IT framework. That job was not easy. So I realized that I was still new to all the terms like malware and attack, IPs. Then I looked up online for a course that would help me to clear my fundamentals to the advanced level. Simplilearn course was the one I was looking for. The curriculum was good. In fact, its association with IIIT Bangalore really helped me to make my decision. This course was specifically designed for working professionals, and they ensured that it should be flexible and the learners can learn at their own pace. So my course and my classes ended in around by the end of July, and approximately within 2 months, I was promoted from cybersecurity analyst level 1 to cybersecurity analyst level 2. And on the top of that, I got a salary hike of 40%, and it feels great. I'm seeing myself applying those skills I learned from the course to my security monitoring duties. And now I think I'm ready to face new challenges. I think I'm someone who prepares himself for new challenges. I think I have adopted this attitude from weightlifting. I'm a self made coach and I provide weightlifting coaching to some of my clients. So, college doesn't teach you everything. There are some things we have to learn on our own. And it's amazing to have platforms like Simplilearn that helps us and guide us through our upskilling journey. And just like our bodies, our minds needs to be trained, and upskilling can do that.
So yeah, these are a few of the success stories among thousands of them which we have for the program. Quickly moving back to the slide here. So yeah, so we have covered the program's learning path. We have covered what exactly the program offers. We have covered.
Rasha, your voice is a little bit low.
Okay, just a second. Let me just go back here. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, we have talked about the program here. We have talked about how exactly this program is going to build your cybersecurity skills step by step. We have talked about the projects this program has. We have talked about the virtual internships, the projects which this program covers. I also will be sharing the link towards the program, which we have just covered here. Let me just go back to the program page. You can see this link for the syllabus if you want to basically download it later as well. But we would love to know your interest in enrolling into the Advanced Executive Program in Cybersecurity by IIIT Bangalore. So I'm just quickly launching this poll, which says, would you like to enroll into the program? And you can share your response as yes for basically sharing if you are interested in enrolling. And even after this, the learning consultants from Simplilearn will be reaching out to you and will take you through a much more detailed walkthrough of the program. I'm sharing the link towards the program here on the chat. So our fee and the upcoming schedule, the cohort which we have, I'll be sharing this in upcoming slides in the enrollment steps. So I've shared the program link here on the page, on the chat here, and you can check it out. And I see most of you have started responding for this poll here. So I'll give it 10-15 seconds more for other folks to basically vote in. And yeah, I'll be sharing the enrollment steps after this and also the upcoming cohort induction session. When is it happening? And also I've shared the link on the chat which you can use to download the syllabus as well in case you want to go through the syllabus. In case you have any questions, you can do that even after the webinar. You can reach out to us for that as well. So I see a lot of you folks have joined us on YouTube as well. So what you can do is, in case you're interested in enrolling into the IIIT Bangalore program, you can go and basically check out the description, and on the top you will find the link towards the program as well. Similarly, what I've shown here on the screen. So yeah, please go and do that. For folks I see sharing interest towards enrollment there. So last 10 seconds for the poll. Would you like to enroll into the Advanced Executive Program in Cybersecurity by IIIT Bangalore? You can share your responses yes on the poll, which is live here on Zoom. Awesome. Last 5 seconds for the poll here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me end the poll. Thank you so much for sharing your interest towards enrollment. Now we'll move on to the enrollment steps of the program and quickly taking you through enrollment steps. Step 1 here is you will have to submit an application to us, and step 2 will be application will be going for review based on the eligibility and prerequisites which I've shared earlier. You can check out in the link which I've shared in case you have missed that, in case you want to go through it again. And based on that, you'll be getting admissions offered from Simplilearn's Learning Consultant. So these are the 3 simple easy steps the Simplilearn's Learning Consultants will be also making you follow. So you are aware basically what's going to happen now that we've shared interest towards enrollment. Now talking about the program fee and the schedule, I think a lot of you have asked when is the upcoming session which you can join. So the upcoming sessions here is welcome session is on 8th May. Basically, it's induction session. It does keep moving. So this is on 8th May, and also the classes will be starting on 25th of May. This is the latest closest one. If in case you want to basically join the immediate closest one, you can check out details for other cohorts in the link which I've shared on the chat. And the fee here for the program is 1,54,999 INR rupees, including taxes. And EMI options are also available. So in case you cannot pay it at all once, so we do have installment options. You can pay it for as low as 5,275 per month, and you can mention this to the learning consultant from Simplilearn, and they will take you through the partner options which we have. We can opt for payment in installments. Also, I see a lot of you are working professionals. So in case you want to ask your employer for tuition reimbursement, that also is possible. So you can basically mention that to the learning consultant and they will help you guide through that. Now moving on to the Q&A part. Gaurav, I see you have answered, addressed all of the questions here. Thank you so much. I see that in the Q&A box. And also we are a little out of time. But Gaurav, would you like to quickly summarize maybe like the most important questions which you have already answered in pretty much detail? Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, sure. So guys, I see a lot many people have the understanding see, we can have the cybersecurity information, cybersecurity knowledge and all. And you know that team we have built from 2010 to 2020 and reaching to 2024, we have seen the information revolution. Because of the information revolution, people are confused selecting the platform. So that is very important that once you have the platform and all of the things are there, so you basically do not waste the time. You basically take care of your time and then work accordingly. So I believe that if you will be working in cybersecurity, we will meet again in the world of cybersecurity and the sessions like Rasha. Thank you so much, Rasha, for the session. And thank you so much for the lovely people. And if there will be any questions, reach out to the Simplilearn Rasha, and there will be the the links will be shared, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, once again. Thank you. It's been an interesting session. Thank you. Folks, now, if you need any further assistance, you can reach out to us at askus@simplilearn.net. I'm sharing the email ID on the chat here. And also, even after this webinar, if you want to go through the recording of the session, so we will share the recording with you on basically over your email. So you can expect that from us. And also, you can let us know how did you like the session. You can let us know on the feedback of the post-webinar survey. So once I end this session, so you will get a basically post-webinar survey pop-up where you can let us know your full name if you want the webinar certificate for attending this webinar. And that is how we'll be able to send you the webinar certificate. And the second thing, in case you have any feedbacks, if you want to see some more interesting topics, covered by Gaurav, you can let us know in the feedback and I'll share it with him. And we will, definitely, try to basically bring up those topics for you. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. And we'll be ending the session now. Have a good night.